Here we go. With the first overall pick of the PBA Draft Season 49, the team that will be making this first pick will be the Converge Fiber Xers.
With the first pick in the 2024 PBA Draft, Converge Fiber Xers select Justin Baltazar.
Justin Baltazar is the first overall pick of the PBA Draft Season 49.
No surprises, Dr. J. As you called it, and everybody anticipated this, Justin Baltazar will be the first overall pick in this year's draft. And Converge, they've been trying to get another big man to complement the game of Justin Arana. And now with Baltazar, napaka-lethal na itong post combination ni Coach Aldin Ayo.
I agree with you, Coach Ryan. Actually, for me, Baltazar is more effective as a 4. But Justin Arana can play the 5. He's a natural 5. That's the way he played when he was with Arellano. Si Baltazar will now be complementing him. Although he's much taller, he's not as heavy as Justin Arana, but he certainly has more skills as far as outside of the box is concerned.
Yes, and what you want is how they will complement each other. Justin Arana has shown in the previous conferences his ability to back down defenders, do his post moves.
Yes.
And that outside sniping of Justin Baltazar, that will give enough space for Arana to do his thing. Now, if the man of Baltazar helps out, hindi mo rin pwedeng iwanan yan dahil kayang-kaya makatres yan sa top of the key.
Exactly, you know, Coach Ryan. Another thing is if you have a player that is a post player like Arana, and then you come in on the weak side with a guy like Baltazar, he'll get a lot of offensive rebounds and putbacks. And you know he's going to be able to make that, you know.
Oh, that is a very good point, Dr. J. At itong pick ng Converge na to, malaking bagay to para sa kanilang kampanya. They struggled a little bit in the last conference, but towards the end, nakakuha sila ng momentum, had a lot of key victories, and also made a lot of headway in terms of winning in the PBA. And with Justin Baltazar now officially in the roster, sky's the limit in terms of their progress.
So tignan natin from dead last season, ano kaya madadala ni Balti towards the coming season. But before that, punta tayo kay Bea.
I am with the first overall pick, Justin Baltazar, who is going to the Converge Fiber Xers. Balti, congratulations. A lot of articles have been saying it is about time that you enter the PBA. How excited are you that you are going into a relatively young team? Anong gusto mong ipadala sa Converge and of course contribute to the PBA?
Ayun, sobrang excited ako ngayon sa bagong team na Converge. And bibigay ko lang yung role ko as a big man. And then, yun, sobrang excited ako ngayon.
Speaking of big man, of course, may bagong duo na dito sa Converge with Justin Arana. How excited are you to be joining this young team and of course, playing alongside Justin?
Ayun, sobrang excited ako ngayon na makakampi ko si Justin kasi last year parang kulang sila sa big man, wala siyang katulong. So yun, magiging magandang tandem kami dalawa, magkakampi.
All right, congratulations, Justin. Now let's turn it over to Apple, who is with a loved one of Balti.
Yes, Bea, on this side, makakausap naman natin Ms. Risha Baltazar, the wife of our first overall draft pick, Justin Baltazar. Risha, nasubaybayan mo lahat ng paghihirap pinagdaanan ni Justin both here and abroad. Ngayon, narinig mo na finally dito na siya sa PBA maglalaro. Gaano kalaking moment to para sa'yo at sa inyong pamilya?
Sobrang napakalaking bagay nito. Siyempre, ito yung dream niya na makapasok dito sa PBA, natupad na. At sa napakalaking bagay sa pamilya namin. Sobrang nakaka-proud lang. Nakapasok na siya. At bonus pa, number 1, first pick siya.
Do you have any message para kay Justin? I'm sure nakikinig siya ngayon.
Justin, sobrang proud na proud kami sa'yo, ng pamilya mo. Yun lang. Ito na, finally. Dito ka na sa PBA. Yun lang, congrats.
Thank you very much. At ngayon, kilalanin na natin ang ating second overall draft pick. Jot?
Thank you, Apple. Ngayon nga po, pupunta na tayo sa ating second overall pick to be made by the Blackwater Bossing.
Okay. Pick number 2, Blackwater Bossing selects Cedric Barefield.
Cedric Barefield will go to the Blackwater Bossing as the second overall pick. Born in San Jose, California, tracing his roots back to his homeland in the Philippines. And he will be entering the PBA as a member of the Blackwater Bossing.
Bay Area represent. Barefield going under now, Coach Jeff Carriazo. A lot of people have been waiting for this kid to come on, and he is coming into the PBA at only 27 years old.
Yes, he's coming in pretty much what the doctor ordered for Blackwater. It seems like they know exactly why they traded Nambatak because they have this guy in their sights. Itong si Cedric Barefield. This guy is 6'2", a legitimate player, meaning he's 27. So alam natin na malaki na yung kanyang experience, especially around the world. He's been to a lot of places playing as an import. And what you like about this guy from a skill set department is you know that he wants that rock. He does a lot of good things with the ball in his hands, especially in pick and roll situations. Napakahirap bantayan yung mga players na magagaling mag-ball screen. Newsome has developed that kind of a shot. Kaya importante ngayon na meron silang point of attack itong kupunan ng Blackwater, and that is why talagang tailor-made itong pag-pick nila kay Cedric Barefield.
Are we seeing another Mikey Williams come into the picture? That height, the guy who can score, the guy who can pass, he can do a lot of things. And obviously you cannot pass up on the quality of the player that he is. Proven already in international, especially even with an ESL team. Magandang numbers niya, and that's a very high talented league also, no? So talagang hindi nila pwedeng pakawalan pa ito.
Speaking of pakawalan, eto na ang inaabangan ng lahat ng barangay sa buong Pilipinas mula Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Judge Sulit will be announcing the pick from Barangay Ginebra.
All right, now we go to the third pick. And the third overall pick of this draft will be made by Barangay Ginebra.
Barangay Ginebra picks RJ Abbarientos.
RJ Abbarientos will go to Barangay Ginebra. And as we know, Cedric Barefield and RJ Abbarientos both representing the country in the Jones Cup right now. But RJ will be represented by another Abbarientos, the Flying A. Will be representing his nephew RJ.
Just like in 1993, An Abbarientos goes third overall back in 93. Tito Johnny Abbarientos was the third overall pick. Ngayon naman si RJ, Dr. J.
Well, you know, I'm really surprised at this pick, and it was announced mismo by Al Francis Chua. So he probably wanted this. Meron experience nito. Remember, after from FEU, he moved on to the Korean League, no? So medyo doon siya naglaro. He's an explosive scorer. I really, you know, as far as offense, I really give it to him. I would question the defense a little bit, although he's a guy that can really pressure you a lot. But I'm talking about individual defenses come the PBA when you're posted up by a bigger player. These are the things that he must improve himself. But maybe it's because they're going to the younger team and they're getting rid of some of their older guards. You know, LA is not going anywhere, no, but at the moment, so they might need RJ Abbarientos.
Oh, Coach Tim Cohn was quoted as saying that in this year's draft, they want a big man or a point guard. They were able to get Stephen Holt, but they were not done yet. They felt like RJ Abbarientos is going to be an important component with their offense, meaning in the triangle offense, you know that sometimes all your options will be guarded. You need the guy who can create, and that is what RJ Abbarientos is known for. Give him that ball, get out of the way. He's going to use a lot of ball screens. He has good shooting from the outside too. And you have to remember that pedigree. Abbarientos pedigree, and Tim Cohn likes it.
Apple now is standing by with some of the relatives.
Coach Johnny, nakita mo yung development ni RJ as a player. He played both in Korea and Japan. Is currently representing the Philippines for the Jones Cup. Anong masasabi mo the way he made himself ready for the PBA?
First of all, I want to thank again our creator for another grateful and blessings to our family, no? Almost third generation, RJ made it again, no? Very thankful ako. No question to ask, RJ is very, very hardworking player. Yun lang naman yung sinabi ko sa kanya eh. Kung gusto mo makarating, whatever you wanted, kailangan trabahuin mo. Ganun lang naman yung basketball. And he blesses again. Thank God.
Coach Johnny, you yourself also played for the Ginebra franchise. So personally, how do you feel that you'd see another Abbarientos in a Ginebra jersey?
Again, very thankful ako, no? I retired with Ginebra. Sadly lang, not on coach team, no? But I'm very grateful and thankful na in-embrace ako ng San Miguel Corporation, no, ng company. And knowing RJ, for sure, he wants the best, no? Sana ma-accomplish niya yung kung ano man yung goal na hinahangad niya someday with Ginebra and with, most especially, under coach team, no? My second dad, thank you, coach, again, and thank you for Ginebra. Very much welcome nila si RJ.
Lastly, Coach Johnny, we heard that RJ with fellow draft applicants are currently watching live right now in Taiwan. Any message you want to send out to RJ?
Jay, eto na, yung dream come true for you. And whatever it takes, just take care of the rest, give everything, and of course, don't forget to thank our Creator again for adding blessings for you. Dream come true again for our family. Thank you. Thank you for your hard working always. God bless you. Be smart there in Taiwan and bring home the bacon. Good luck.
Thank you, Coach Johnny, and congratulations to the Abbarientos family. Coach Tim, what is it about RJ that you saw and made you decide that he's worthy of this pick?
Well, I think it was, 32 years ago, Johnny, that you and I were standing on that stage, or a stage like that, 32 years ago. And, you know, I've had that legacy of Johnny all my career. And, you know, what's the expression? The leaf doesn't fall far from the tree. And you know, we're just really excited to get somebody like Johnny. And, you know, I told Johnny up on the stage just now, if RJ can be half the player that his uncle is, then he's going to be the best player in the PBA, because Johnny was the best I ever saw. So we're really excited about him. You know, we think he's going to be a very elite player in his position. And, you know, it was a tough decision for us because there were a lot of great guys in this draft. We were looking at 3 or 4, but we just couldn't ignore the bloodlines of Abbarientos. So I'm super excited to have a chance to get after another Abbarientos. Can't tell you how excited I am.
Thank you so much, Coach Tim. Appreciate your time. Now we are ready for our third draft pick.
Thank you so much, Apple and Coach Johnny and Coach Tim. Now we proceed to our next pick. The 4th overall pick of the PBA draft season 49 will be made by the Phoenix Fuel Masters.
For the 4th pick of the 2024 rookie draft, the Phoenix Fuel Masters select Kai Ballungay.
Out of the Ateneo Blue Eagles program, Kai Ballungay will now be heading to the Phoenix Fuel Masters.
Standing at over 6'6", this kid is a proven winner, Coach RG.
Yes, he played for the Ateneo de Manila University and gave that school a UAAP championship. He averaged 11.4 points per ball game, close to 8 rebounds, plus 2.1 assists per game in that season. And what you like about this guy is his ability to sprint down, score on the break because of his tremendous athleticism. He can also spot up and shoot from the three-point area. If he's being defended by a smaller defender, he can also do a lot of post moves. So important pick here for Phoenix. Lumalakas na rin yung kanilang manpower complement pagdating dun sa kanilang post players. And I'm sure they're happy that this guy was still available at the number 4 pick.
It's a pick that landed in their lap because of the choice of Barangay Ginebra, and they just cannot pass up on that. I wonder, I don't remember if he played with Tyler Cho, but I think they did. No? So they're going to be together again, and that already shows a lot of camaraderie in their lineup. Plus, of course, yung kanilang team manager, no, na si Paulo Bugia. So it's going to be complementary. Dahil wala rin silang masyadong malalaking big player that can really be an offensive threat. Ballungay just really has to improve his finishing at the basket.
So Kyle Ballungay is the 4th overall pick by Phoenix. Sabi nga ni Dr. J, baka nga napaswerte pa na hindi nakuha ng Ginebra to. Nasa Phoenix siya ngayon. Ngayon pupunta naman natin si Miss Bea.
We are with the 4th overall pick of the Phoenix Fuel Masters, Kai Ballungay. Kai, congratulations. Now, we've watched your growth all throughout your collegiate career, but what else could you bring to the table in the professional league, and what have you added in preparation for this?
You know, first off, all glory to God, my Lord and Savior, for giving me this opportunity to play the game that I love. You know, this is something that I've dreamed of since I was a kid. So, being in this moment, being now, I just want to embrace the moment and enjoy every moment of it. I would say I'm a player that's eager to learn. I know that I'm not a finished product, and I know that I have a lot to learn. And I look forward to learning from this coaching staff and my fellow teammates in the future.
Now, I heard that you did gain an extra 10 to 15 pounds of muscle in preparation for this. Could you talk us through, the decision to do so, and what do you think that would help in terms of being here in the PBA?
Well, I know the PBA is a completely different game than the UAAP, and I had to prepare myself accordingly. And, it's just been a focus for me, over the last several months to, prepare for this moment.
All right. Well, that's Kai Ballungay for the Phoenix Fuel Masters. Now let's turn it over to Apple.
Joining me is Bella Ballungay, the wife of Kai. Now, I heard you flew all the way from California to witness this moment. If you could even put into words how you're feeling right now.
It honestly is just so exciting and feels like such a blessing. It's definitely a testament of Kai's hard work and trust in God's plan.
Bella, any message for Kai?
We all love you so much, and we're so proud of you and can't wait to see what this next part of your basketball career looks like. We love you.
Thank you very much and congratulations. Now let's continue with our draft picks. Judd?
Thank you, Apple. All right, now we proceed to the 5th overall pick. The 5th pick of the first round will be made by the Northport Batang Pier.
Northport Batang Pier select Dave Ildefonso.
Dave Ildefonso, also competing in the Jones Cup currently, but well represented. That surname, yung pangalang Ildefonso, adding another member into the PBA. And the family who are in the PBA continues to grow. The Ildefonsos. Congratulations as Dave Ildefonso heads to the Northport Batang Pier.
Third Ildefonso to burst onto the stage of the PBA. Of course, like what Jet mentioned, nasa Taiwan siya kasama nila Coach Charles Chu ngayon, but he's the second guy off that strong group already having been taken in this first round.
You cannot go wrong having that Ildefonso surname. The bloodline is definitely for the PBA. They know what it takes to be a significant player in this league, and not only that, he is coming from the system of Coach Tab Baldwin. And you know that when you're coming from the Ateneo de Manila University, you know how to play the game, you know how to play within a concept of a team, and more than that, you know how to win. And that is what Ildefonso brings to the table for this team. That ability to translate efficient basketball playing into a hardware, which is a championship trophy in the future.
Well, he's a legitimate 6'3 and a half, 6'4 type of player, but he's really a number 3. But you can convert him to the 2. He's got range from the outside. What he has to learn for me is being able to share the ball. With the system of Tab, he was among the top 5 players there na hindi pinapagalitan ni Tab na matagal ang hawak ang bola sa lahat, because he knew what he got. Actually, nag-umpisa ito sa NU bago lumipat yan. So, I think he really has it between him and Sean. Of course, he's the more offensive type of player, but he's also very hard-working, and that's what you like about this guy, Ildefonso.
Right now, si Apple ay kasama ang kanyang mga loved ones.
Yes, joining me is Sean Ildefonso, the brother of Dave Ildefonso, who is with the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. Now, kumpleto na ang mga Ildefonso sa PBA. And your dad was also drafted in this mall, 1998, if I'm not mistaken. How does it feel that your brother will actually be in the same court as you in the highest league here in the Philippines?
Well, first of all, siguro sabihin nun, masaya siya. And props rin sa tatay namin kasi dream niya talaga na, two of his sons nasa league na. And, it's really a blessing. And I'm pretty sure he's really happy right now. He's in Taiwan with strong group. So, yun lang. And masaya ako kasama niya sila Coach Bonnie and sila Coach Jeff Napa. Nandiyan rin. So,
I'd want to ask Sean, are you more excited or kinakabahan kapag nakatapat mo na ang iyong kapatid na si Dave in one of the PBA games?
No bias naman. Alam naman lahat na siguro na mas magaling talaga ako sa kanya. Pero joke lang yun. Excited, syempre. Pero tanong niyo na lang si Lakay Danny ay kasi siya talaga. Hindi ko alam kung excited o kinakabahan yan eh. Kasi alam mo talaga. Pero it's really a blessing to share the court and syempre yung results nun sa bahay magkakalaman kung sino mas masaya, sino malungkot, pero just really a blessing and thanks to the Lord na sa PBA na kami pareho. So,
Sean, just like RJ, Dave is also watching us live right now in Taiwan. Any message you want to send out?
Congrats. Uyan mo ako ng mga snacks dyan. Yun lang. Congrats and see you soon sa court.
Thank you very much. And now, let's turn it back over to John.
Thank you, Apo. Thank you, Sean. Magsasurvey tayo dito, Sean. Mamaya kung agree sila sa'yo or kampi sila kay Dave, survey tayo later. But now we are ready to proceed to the next pick of this first round. The 6th overall pick belongs to the NLEX Road Warriors.
For the 6th pick, NLEX select Junel Policarpio.
The MVP of the recent draft combine now will be wearing a uniform, a jersey from the NLEX Road Warriors, Junel Policarpio, the 6th overall pick of this draft.
The 6'5", 22-year-old now heading over to Coach Jong and NLEX. Gusto ko i-emphasize yung 22 because when they come in this young, alam mo maganda at mahaba magiging karir.
Tama yan at sigurado rin tayo maaalalayan din siya ni Coach Jong with Chico dahil pareho silang Tigalasal, and the stock value of this player actually exploded after the draft combine. He ended as our MVP. We saw exactly what he can do inside the basketball court. He can be dependent on other players in terms of the ability of the other players to shoot, but is always there to get offensive rebounds. At kung kinakailangan naman yung kanyang length at kanyang skill level pagdating sa depensa, he can also provide that. Props also to the province of Pampanga. Napakadami talagang mahuhusay na manglalaro galing sa probinsya ng Pampanga.
I was going to say the same thing, partner. Another Kapampangan into the PBA. This guy is a two-way type of player. He can play offense, he can play defense. And, he proved that last year with the championship of De La Salle Green Archers. And all of a sudden, people, who is this guy? He's playing offense, he's playing defense. He's athletic, he gets up and down the floor, he does everything that is necessary to prove himself, and definitely well-deserving of the number 6 spot.
So, Junel Policarpio, welcome to the PBA. Hopefully sa NLEX talagang malaki ang iyong mayambagas. He is now joining Miss Bea.
Thank you, Magu. Now I'm with the 6th overall pick of the NLEX Road Warriors, Junel Policarpio. Junel, congratulations. Nakaabot mo na yung dream mo dito sa PBA. How does it feel?
Sobrang happy and thankful and blessed. And yun, sobrang excited ako na makakontribute sa team, sa NLEX.
Nakita namin sa draft combine yung kakayahan mo, di ba? Nag-MVP ka and nag-Mythical 5 ka as well. And you're the youngest draftee in this year's PBA. What could you bring to the NLEX Road Warriors despite your age?
Bibigay ko lang yung 100% na commitment ko and yun, sobrang excited din talaga ako na makakontribute sa NLEX.
May gusto ka bang batiin?
Binabati ko lang yung family ko sa Pampanga and yung girlfriend ko na nandyan sa site.
Alright, Junel, congratulations. Now let's turn it over to Apple.
Speaking of Junel's girlfriend, I have her with me, Miss Presley Meneses. Presley, nabanggit mo sa akin na sa mga pag-uusap niya ni Junel, hindi niya ina-expect na mapipick siya sa first round and then nag-MVP siya sa draft combine despite being just 22 years old. Gaano ka-proud sa achievement na to ni Junel?
Ayun nga. So, syempre unang-una, nakita ko naman lahat ng mga napagdaanan niya. And syempre sa age niya, alam ko na mas malaki pa yung maibibigay niya para sa kumuhang team sa kanya. Ayun. Sobrang laking bagay nito sa amin, lalong-lalo na sa baby po namin.
I'm sure gusto niya makarinig ng message mula sa'yo. Please go ahead.
Ayun. Good luck, love. Palagi mo lang tandaan na nandito kami ni Bella para sa'yo and yung family mo. Love you.
Thank you very much. Congratulations to the family. Jot?
Always special when you have your loved ones to celebrate a special moment like this. And we are about to give more special moments to the other draftees as we proceed to the 7th overall pick. This will be made by the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters.
For the 7th pick, Rain or Shine Elasto Painters pick Tiongson.
Tiongson, another weapon that is going to be added to the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. Kaylan also in Taiwan currently. But of course, very excited yan to be joining the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters.
At 32 years old, ito nakakagulat. He might be bringing some maturity into that young Rain or Shine squad.
Yes, he is 6'5", has been around the world also. Graduated from Biola University in the US, also played in Taiwan, averaged 13.5 points per ball game. He has still enough runway to make a difference here in the PBA. And if you're picked by Coach Yengyao know exactly the kind of player that he needs in his team to be ultra competitive. Ang ganda na ng springboard nitong Rain or Shine, especially in the last conference. They've added another live body to defend and also to shoot na merong length, meron height. So maganda itong pag-pick nitong Rain or Shine kay Tiongson.
They're going to be announcing this on stage.
Rain or Shine picks Felix Lemetti.
Felix Lemetti!
Welcome till PBA. Felix Alexander Lemetti naglaro to sa Sweden, under 18 and under 20 FIBA youth squads nila. He will be bringing his talents now to Rain or Shine, Dr. J.
Nakakagulat rin yan dahil siyempre good scouting ang ginagawa niyan. The second Swedish guy, remember, who's the guy who's playing with Terrafirma? He's from Sweden?
Kahilig.
Yeah, Kahilig. Andres Kahilig. So definitely, marami na kasing malaki rin ang Rain or Shine with the picks last year. They can afford to, play a little bit more with the small forward position. Plus the fact that power forward talaga ang position ni Johnson, although he's only about 210 pounds, but very experienced. So that should really help them.
A virtual unknown heading into this draft. So, nagulat ka ba, Coach Argy?
Well, Coach Yang is known for things like that. Pati na rin si Assistant Coach Caloy Garcia. They do their homework. They know exactly what they need. This guy is a 6-foot point guard. Marami silang manlalaro rito playing the same position, pero hindi ganun katangkad. So, importante na makaka-match up ka rin sa tall point guards ng liga natin ngayon.
At ito ngayon si Felix Alexander Lemetti, kasama ni Bea.
Our 8th overall pick for the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters, Felix Alexander Lemetti. Felix, congratulations. You are now under the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. For those who are not so familiar with your game, could you just describe it in a bit?
Well, I'm a point guard and my playmaking is my best abilities and shooting as well. And I think my experience playing in both Sweden and the US it's going to help me a lot in this league as well.
For all the draftees here, they all have a different story to tell. Could you describe your journey leading up to the PBA?
Yeah, so born and raised in Sweden, but played there and then went to the US. But my mom's Filipino, and I've always, thought that I wanted to come back here and play for at least one part of my career, and I'm just blessed that it's happening now.
Well, we are just as excited as you are. Now let's turn it over to Judd for the next pick.
Thank you, Bea. Thank you, Felix. We are very excited to see what you can do in the PBA. And now we are ready to proceed to the 9th pick of the first round. This will be made by the Magnolia Hotshots.
For the 9th pick, Magnolia Chicken Templados Hotshots select Jerome Lastimosa.
Magnolia Chicken Templados Hotshots pick Jerome Lastimosa out of Adamson University, and has also represented our country, our flag, as a member of Gilas Pilipinas.
Hey, Lastimosa, about to play for the Pure Foods franchise. You gotta love what is going on here.
Yes, and Lastimosa, he has proven time and again that he can create. He had a lot of good games when he was playing for the Adamson University under Coach Nash Rosella, and now he's gonna bring his game to the PBA. He can definitely set the table. He can make plays for his team. He can shoot when left wide open, and the only thing here for Lastimosa is his ability to stay healthy, Dr. J. But maganda naman ang development niya after nursing an injury, and his stint with Gilas Pilipinas propelled him to greater heights. Kaya alam ni Coach Chito Victorero na kailangan niya itong si Lastimosa lalong-lalo na para makasabay sa younger guards ngayon dito sa ating liga.
First of all, thank you, Ryan. Love to see Mr. Pardo again. You know, Lastimosa, I really love this player. He's a two-way type of player. Despite his size, he's a good defender. I've seen him defend on a 2-on-1 against him. You know, he can come up with block shots, steal the ball, and he can make big shots at crucial points of the game. He has proven that time again. Of course, you may have to wait for him because he's coming off an injury, but that's also something that in preparation for the future, when they have been a guard-oriented lineup, and some of them are getting a little bit older, and this guy's just going to come in and take their places.
And just the fact that Adamson retired his jersey, even if they didn't win a championship, you know he's got to be a character guy.
And not only that, Magu, Dr. J, you know that when you're playing for Magnolia, you cannot just be a unidimensional player. You have to play defense because that is where they get tremendous success. So yun ang nakita ng coaching staff ng Magnolia, yung binabanggit ni Dr. J na two-way player, kayang dumipensa full court, kayang umupensa kung kinakailangan.
At para mas makilala pa natin si Jerome, kasama niya ngayon si Bea.
Our 9th overall pick of the Magnolia Chicken Templados Hotshots, Jerome Lastimosa. Jerome, congratulations. Now, we all know that you are coming off an ACL injury, I believe 8 months into your recovery. But could you talk us through your recovery process and how long it's going to take until we get to see you on the floor of the PBA?
For now, I do my aggressive rehab and like around 80%. And yeah, gagawa na din ako ng mga laterals like ganyan, mga movements, mga plyo. Yun.
Makakasama mo na yung mga championship teams, right? Yung Magnolia Chicken Templados Hotshots. How excited are you that when the time comes that you are finally ready and prepared from your injury, what could you bring to the table for Magnolia?
Siyempre, super excited ako na makasama ko yung Team Magnolia and hopefully as soon as possible na makabalik na ako sa paglalaro. And yun nga, bibigay ko lang yung best at gagawin ko lang yung ipapagawa ni coach niya.
All right, Jerome, we will look forward to that. Now let's turn it over to Judd.
Thank you, Bea. Very exciting times for Jerome, you know, to be learning also under the likes of Mark Baroca, Gio Halalon, Paulie, and many guards, you know, in the league. But now we are about to welcome another draftee. Ang susunod naman pipili with the 10th pick of the first round. It's the Terrafirma Chief.
For the 10th pick, the Terrafirma Jeep selects Mark Nonoy.
Mark Nonoy! Nagpakilala as a member of USTN De La Salle. Now, we'll be going to the Terrafirma Chief.
At 5'9.5", Mark Nonoy from UST and De La Salle, now about to be part of Terrafirma. This guy is a product of La Carlota, Negros Occidental.
A very good story, an inspiring one, if I may say so. In the last few days, he was in the news because of the hardships, and he's using this platform in the PBA to be his ticket out of poverty. And what a nice thing to see that Mark Nonoy was drafted in the first round. He knows exactly what he can do. He does a lot of things on a positive note, even in the defensive end, and also can shoot when left wide open from the three-point area. But what you like about this guy is his positivism. I was told when he was playing for La Salle, he actually sacrificed some of his minutes in order for Coach Topex Robinson to have an easier time rotating his players. And that speaks volumes and the kind of sacrifices that this guy has done. And he is just a joy for us to see, Dr. J, that he is finally strutting his wares here in the PBA.
5'10" lang yan, partner, but he plays like a 6'2", 6'3" player. And maybe he is a Mr. Express Lane type of player. Hindi tumitigil, but he has great offense, and when his three-point shot is going in, very, very potent. You know, of course, defense must improve a little bit, and you know, the maturity of the PBA game.
He was the fastest in the sprint test and the highest sa running vertical jump sa nakaraang combine. Ngayon naman, yung makakakwentuhan niya, si Miss Bea.
Our 10th overall pick, Mark Nonoy, who is going to the Terrafirma Jeep. Mark, congratulations. Before anything, please describe to us your journey leading up dito sa PBA.
Siyempre, sobrang blessed and sobrang thank you sa Panginoon kasi binigyan ako ng opportunity. Kasi dati, pangarap ko lang nung bata pa ako, pangarap ko lang makabot dito. Pero thank you din po sa team na may tiwala sa akin. Yung matutulong ko lang siguro kung anong merong energy ako and hustle, sana mahawa kayo and gawin ko po yung lahat kung ano yung hiningin ng coach sa akin.
Now, hindi naging madali yung journey mo na to, ang daming sacrifices along the way, even during the collegiate time. But now, you know, your rise to stardom, we have watched it. We also saw it in the draft combine. Just talk about how important this moment is for you.
Sobrang importante kasi yun nga, isa to sa pangarap ko talaga. Kumbaga, isa dream come true para sa akin. And then, sa parents ko na ito din yung pinapangarap sa akin, nandito na po ako ngayon.
All right, congratulations, Mark. Now let's turn it over to Judd.
Thank you, Bea. An incredible story for Mark Nonoy. Welcome to the PBA. And now we proceed to the 11th overall pick, and this will be made by the recently crowned Philippine Cup champions, the Meralco Bolts.
With the 11th pick, the Meralco Bolts select CJ Cansino.
And the Glorieta Activity Center erupts as Meralco announces CJ Cansino as the 11th overall pick of the PBA Draft Season 49.
Wala pa? Wala pa? Wala pang UP fight?
UP fight! Napakalaking bagay ito sa programa ng UP and also a gem. You can just hear the crowd with their reaction after the name of Cansino was mentioned. This guy is going to be a legitimate crowd drawer. And you know that Meralco Bolts, they need a guy like Cansino who can shoot from the perimeter and also can defend and also can do a lot of positive things inside. He is a born leader. He's going to come in and help out in the entire team, meaning high character players. Meron itong Meralco Bolts at nadagdagan pa ng isang CJ Cansino. Napakalaking bagay para sa koponan ng Meralco.
Ano yung produkto nun yun?
UP fights!
But he is a very popular player. Remember the championship, he was injured and he came back in the finals to make some big baskets for them eventually, leading to their championship. He can make three-point shots. But of course, it also has to come in volumes to be able to help a team in the PBA. Meralco is hoping for that. As you know, they want to get younger also and have these kind of players come into their picture. But congratulations to the Bolts.
Should be interesting daw sa ensayo pa lang yung level of competition dyan.
Maganda yon.
Maliksi.
Tama, may maliksi. Marami rin siyang kailangang patunayan doon sa mga manlalaros playing the same position. But alam naman natin na kayang gawa ng paraan yan ni Coach Luigi Trillo at pati na rin ni Coach Nenad.
So CJ Cansino becomes the penultimate pick of the first round. At siya ngayon ay makakakwentuhan ni Bea.
One of the crowd favorites here at Glorieta, CJ Cansino, you are going to the Meralco Bolts. CJ, we followed all the adversities that you went through in your college career, especially that ACL injury in the latter part. How would you want all of those adversities to translate into the team that you are heading into, which is the Meralco Bolts?
Well, sana lahat ng napagdaanan ko ay makatulong din sa team na pupuntahan ko, and hopefully makakuha ulit kami ng championship like yung nakuha nilang championship last season.
And speaking of champion team in Meralco, who are you excited to learn from in Meralco?
Kay Kuya Newsome kasi kitang-kita naman natin kung paano siya maglaro, and hopefully ma-mentor niya ako.
All right, we are down to the last pick of the first round. But before that, let's turn it over to Apple, who is with a very special person.
Yes, I am with a proud father of CJ Cansino, Sir Ariel. Tulad ng sabi ni Bea, ang daming pinagdaan ng adversities, injuries ni CJ nung college. Pero ngayon, isa na siyang professional basketball player. Bilang ama, ano pong masasabi niyo na yung anak niyo ay mabibigyan ng pagkakataon, mapakita yung kanyang potential sa PBA?
Higit sa lahat, nagpapasalamat po ako sa Pong Jesus Nazareno. Yung pong mga dinarasal ko, natupad po. Jay, tuloy-tuloy lang, go. Galingan mabuti. Masayang-masaya si Mami. I love you. Happy birthday nga pala kay RJ, yung anak ko. Birthday ngayon. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to RJ as well. Congratulations to CJ and the family. Thank you so much. Moving on to the next pick. John?
Marami palang dapat i-celebrate ngayon ang Cansino family na. Congratulations to the family, to CJ, and to the Meralco Bolts. Now to wrap up our first round of the PBA Draft Season 49, making the 12th overall pick is the San Miguel Beermen.
For the 12th and last pick of the first round, San Miguel Beermen picks Evan Nava.
Evan Nava, out of Ontario, Canada, will be making his way to the San Miguel Beermen at the 12th overall pick of the PBA Draft Season 49.
And this is what scouting is all about, Coach RG.
Yes, 6'1", 77 kilograms, 24 years old, as mentioned, from Ontario, Canada. Played in the KBL. This is the Korean Basketball League, average close to 4 points per ball game. So what is he going to do? He is a shooting guard. So if he has that in his arsenal, that means he can spread the floor and shoot from the outside. That will effectively give a lot of space for Junmar Fajardo to operate. And the other thing is, can he defend ball screens? Because that is exactly what happened in their previous contest against Meralco Bolts. They need someone who will fight off screens, fight through screens, and just beyond the face of the offensive player. And they're expecting this guy to do exactly that.
Well, San Miguel seems always to draft at the very end. But that's because of their winning team record always, and probably is the winningest team in the PBA. We don't know this guy, but the fact is that we asked people earlier that have witnessed that, and they had very high hopes for this guy. So medyo nagulat nga kami ni Coach Ryan kanina nung sinabi, Naba, malamang makakuha ng maaga yan. And now we are seeing that in fruition by the San Miguel team. Let's see what he can do as this season comes along.
So even Agustin Nava becomes the 12th pick of the first round. Let's see what he can do with the San Miguel Beermen. Mas kilalanin pa natin siya with Miss Bea.
Avon Nava is going to the San Miguel Beermen, another championship team. Avon, congratulations. Now, for those who aren't so familiar about your game, could you just describe it to everybody watching?
I feel like I play with a lot of energy. I'm a good shooter, and I like to play defense.
Now, like what they mentioned, you did play in Korea, so you have a lot of overseas experience. How will that help you and, of course, contribute to the Beermen in the next coming conferences?
Yeah, I played in Korea for 1 year last year, and I didn't have a great season, but and I played on a losing program, but I know this team is a winning program, and I'm happy to be here.
I'm sure you have a lot of people to thank, so please do so.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my mom, my parents, and my family, and my girlfriend, Claudia.
All right, thank you so much, and congratulations to you, Avon. Now let's turn it over to the panel.